To know if it's working, just sprinkle a bit of water, and when the water is bouncing, once the water is bouncing, then you're ready to put in your chicken. So all I'm going to do now is start dunking in the chicken, and that's it. Just spread it out. Look at that. Frying our chicken with no oil. So remember, like I said, for this recipe, the chicken is optional. For vegan, you can do without the chicken, okay? So in Saladmaster, he makes oil. He extracts the oil for you, and he fries out looking all crunchy as well. If you want, you can season your chicken, but with Saladmaster, it's already tasty, so you get the natural taste. You really wouldn't need to do that seasoning stuff, okay? So that's it there. Can you see the chicken the way it's all frying with no oil? Look at that. So I can't wait to show you all this in a minute as well. And after some minutes, so that's it all there now. The next thing I'm gonna do is to put the lid on half cracked. Put the lid just a little bit cracked, just like that. You don't have to close it properly. And then set the temperature. It's on 230. Then the time. Put the time over there, which is that one. Set the time for about 15 minutes, and there we go. In 15 minutes time, you can flip it. If it's a small size chicken thighs, you can do it for about 10 minutes. Okay, so there we go. Still on 20. Just go all the way back to 14. I mistakenly put it to 15. So I've just left it on about 13, 14. And then with the rest of the preparation, and when it's time to flip, I'm going to show you the right. So the time is finished now. Let's have a look. Whoa, look at that. So I'm just going to flip. Look at that. We're frying our chicken with no oil. Look at that. So you can see that it's frying with no oil. Look at how crisp it's all coming out. So look at that, all nicely fried with no oil. So I'm just gonna put the lid on again, and set it for about 230. Cracked this time as well. A little bit cracked, set the temperature at 230, and just for 10 minutes. The chicken has been all nicely fried with no oil, and this is it, what Saladmaster can do to you. You can see how much oil is generated already. That's quite a lot of oil, okay? So I'm just going to using my Saladmaster to flip them up. If you don't want to be crunchy, you can do it for lesser time. So here's my onions. I'm just going to dunk the onions. That's it there. And then begin to fry your onions. Remember, you don't need to have the temperature high. There we go. So just put your onions there to fry for a little while. Add your shrimp as well. Remember, in Saladmaster, it makes cooking so easy. Add the shrimp next. So that's there. And then I'll be adding the mushroom just in a few minutes, because the mushroom is quite hot. Your seasoning and your cubes as well, so that you can garnish them there as well. So just give them a proper stir. Remember, I'm using the same bad boy, which is what I've used. So you don't need to worry yourself if you don't have so many. So just give it a proper stir. So I'm just going to add the mushroom at this point. Look at that. Stir them, and then you can put the lid on. I'll allow them to season for a while before I'm gonna put the rest of those vegetables in here. Lid on, and just allow it to simmer for just few more minutes, so that your mushroom can be quite tasty. There we go. A few minutes. Look at that. Wow. So here is the mushroom and the shrimp, which I've seasoned for a few minutes. Remember, we're cooking today with no oil. So I've only put the onions, the shrimp, and the mushroom just for them to get more taste. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is to begin to add my veggies. So I'm just going to start by adding the carrots. So add your carrots first. Then add your green peas. Just add as many veggies that you want to use. But these are the veggies. I've got the peas as well. Add that one. This is a very rich one. Lots of vegetables in there. adding a very healthy one with lots of vegetables, okay? The more veggies, the better for us as well. So there we go, add them once. I've got my sweet as well. You can replace it with your sweet corn just to make it more tastier for you. And then I've got the bell peppers, so I've got the 3 bell peppers. Just add them there as well. Quite lots of veggies in there. Okay, so you can see my cookware is nearly filled up. That's why I said I'm going to use the 16 quart, which is the biggest one, to mix them all up. So for your onions, your spring onions, the thicker part of it, just use that as well, and save the green part for garnishing as well. So I'm just going to put that. There we go. And then I've got this one as well. This serves like my liver, kind of, which is optional as well if you want to, if you don't want to. So you can see my bad boy is literally filled up with veggies, okay? So I'm just going to give it a proper stir. Give it a proper stir, and there we go. After stirring, I'm going to add my seasoning and all other flavors, and then I can put this aside because I'll use the same one as well to cook my rice, of which afterwards I'm going to mix them all up in the 6 pot. Now it's my seasoning. It's one of my favorite seasoning. I don't know, it's like a mixed spice. Okay, then I'm going to add my oregano as well, some oregano, just a little bit, as well as my thyme is there. I mix them all up, and I've got my soy sauce. I'm just going to add my soy, a large quantity of rice. But you can see my cookware is filled up with lots of veggies. There we go. And I'll give them a proper stir, and my curry as well. I've got my curry in there. I love them. Not yet. I didn't put the rice. Then you can add your pepper as well at this point if you want this a proper stir, and put the lid on just for 1 minute, and then we can take them out. Here's the Saladmaster 16 quart, and I'll be turning those vegetables in here so that I can use this to boil my rice, and to boil the rice, then I'll mix them all up in here. It's easier for me to mix it here, so that's why. So this 16 quart can take a whole kilo of rice. That is it. Yeah, it's quite massive. It can take a whole kilo of rice, so I'm cooking quite a large quantity today. But it's not a full kilo, a whole 16 quart. I'm going to fill up, but the veggies already is quite a lot. You can see how much veggies I'm cooking in there. So my veggies, usually when I do my veggies fried rice, the veggies is more than the rice. So I'm just going to turn this to the side, just like that. There we go. Quite massive one. Just turn it there. That's it. So I'll use the same one now to do the rest of the rice cooking. 1 more onions, my garlic, and I'm going to blend them, then I'll pour it in there. Okay, so here is the blender, ginger, garlic, and 1 more onions. Like I said, you can add the curry powder and all your seasoning as well, all the seasoning you want to use. So I'm just going to add more soy sauce as well. Remember, I added a little in the veggies. I'm adding a little bit more for the rice as well. I'm going to add some oregano and some thyme, just a little bit. You can use this spoon like a 1/4 teaspoon, with a 1/4 teaspoon. And then the next thing is to pour the lid fully, just wash the rice with warm water. Here's the rice all nicely washed. I've washed it with warm water, so you don't need to parboil your rice, just wash it with warm water, and that will be once the water in the bad boy boils, then I'm going to put the rice. Right, so when it begins to click now, when it begins to click, proper stir. Okay, and then we can put the rice and set it on the rice too. Okay, so here's the rice. Give it a proper stir, and then you can put the lid on. Remember to set it on rice too. But before you put the lid on, don't forget to clean up all the edges, just to make sure. The time is finished now, and we can see it's clicking in there. So let's have a look. Whoa, look at that. So I'm just going to take the rice now, and I'll mix it with the 16 quart, which has got the vegetables which was earlier on cooked. Okay, So just get the cold off. Okay, so I actually put the veggies to warm a little bit before I start the mix. So now here is the veggies, which has been here. I actually lifted it up so that I will have the rice in at the bottom. So I'm just going to mix them all up now. So just pour the rice just like that, and that's it all done. Right, so here is it all nicely mixed. Now I'm going to add my onions and a tiny bit of the mushroom, which I kept aside for garnishing. There we go, and a little bit of the mushroom, which I put aside. So give them a blast stir, and then put the lid on just for about a minute. There we go, and then we can enjoy. Put the lid on and minutes. And then put your chicken for non-vegan, because like I said, I did put some chicken, but remember the chicken is optional, but I'm just putting it here because I just want to warm it up. And then put the lid on for the last 1 minute, and then you can serve. Right, so here is the final look of our shrimp and mushroom fried rice. So you can enjoy this with your loved ones, you can enjoy it yourself. You can see how quick and easy it's been prepared just within a few minutes, and the best bit has been prepared with absolutely no added oil. Okay, so here's the shrimp all looking yummy, and here's the mushroom with lots of vegetables. So here's the vegetable, and remember the chickens we fry with no oil, which is an option.